Hello, basketball people, we have news. Let's go to more news about the Golden State Warriors. I ask you to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as I am a Warriors fan. The Warriors are stagnant and haven't made any signings due to issues with Jonathan Kuminga. One player the Warriors want to bring back is Gary Payton II. Golden State Warriors guard Gary Payton II remains without a team, creating a questionable situation around the NBA. Payton is good enough to be on a team, but the Warriors' situation with Jonathan Kuminga is likely impacting him. It remains uncertain if the Warriors want to bring him back, but considering Payton hasn't signed with another team, it makes sense if that's the case. According to Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report, it also sounds like he thinks that's what will play out. Pincus wrote that the Warriors and Payton could find a new deal sometime soon, adding that he expects him back in Golden State. Similar to DeAnthony Melton, Payton appears to be waiting on the Warriors to either sign or move on from Jonathan Kuminga, perhaps via sign-and-trade. The veteran defensive wing has been a staple with the franchise. Payton's ability to defend in the backcourt is an important complement to Steph Curry. Expect him back in Golden State before long, he wrote. Payton will never wow anybody with offensive numbers, but all Warriors fans know what he brings to the court. Payton certainly has his deficiencies as a player, but for the most part, he's above average, and his defense always brings something. He was also healthy for much of last season, appearing in 62 games. This shows how much the Warriors must figure out over the next few weeks. Not only is the Kuminga situation playing out as poorly as possible, but many free agents are waiting for Golden State to decide. Lakers' blockbuster trade pitch lands them six-time All-Star and more. Working around NBA salary cap rules is never simple, especially when the player involved is LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers and his son Bronny James. With LeBron holding a full no-trade clause and making it clear he wants to play alongside Bronny, any potential move has to be a package deal. In a new mock trade from Sports Illustrated's Dan Angel, the idea is floated that the Golden State Warriors could actually make the numbers work. The proposal would see the Lakers and Warriors agree to a deal that swaps one generational superstar for another established all-star. The proposal. In Angle's scenario, Los Angeles sends LeBron and Bronny to Golden State in exchange for Jimmy Butler and a 2028 first-round pick. The trade hits the cap requirements almost perfectly, thanks to Bronny's minimum deal added to LeBron's $54.5 million salary. For Golden State, it's a chance to unite LeBron with Stephen Curry and chase another title before their championship window closes. Why the Lakers might consider it. Per Angel, the Lakers don't love the idea of taking on Butler's contract, but moving LeBron before his deal expires in 2026 would require equal value in return. The 2028 first-round pick sweetens the offer and aligns with their long-term plan to build around Luka Doncic. Butler, a six-time All-Star, remains an elite defender and reliable scorer, averaging 20.2 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 5.6 assists last season with Golden State. He keeps the Lakers competitive in the short term and could be flipped later for additional assets as the roster reshapes around Doncic. Why the Warriors and Lakers might consider it. Golden State's side is all about star power and fit. Pairing LeBron with Curry offers the ultimate win-now push. Adding Bronny continues to give LeBron the chance to share the court with his son in the final years of his career, while providing the Warriors with a young, defensively engaged guard to develop. It's a big swing that sacrifices Butler's versatility for the unparalleled offensive and playmaking boost that LeBron provides, even at age 40. Would it work? For the Lakers, it's a step toward the future without fully punting on the present. For the Warriors, it's an all-in gamble that could deliver another ring before Curry's prime ends. As Angel notes, the deal would require cooperation from all sides, especially given LeBron's no-trade clause. But if everyone signed off, it would be one of the most headline-grabbing moves in league history. Warriors urged to make bold Jonathan Kuminga call that will appease fans. But it comes with a potential downside. At this point of the offseason, 6 weeks since the start of free agency, many Golden State Warriors fans just want a resolution on Jonathan Kuminga's future one way or the other. Kuminga's restricted free agency has been a tiresome talking point for what now feels like forever, yet we're no closer to knowing whether the young forward will re-sign on a new contract, take the qualifying offer which would screw over himself and the franchise, or if there will be a sign-and-trade that lands him with the Sacramento Kings, Phoenix Suns, or another rival team. Warriors urged to set deadline on Jonathan Kuminga decision. The frustration has reached a level where the Warriors have now been urged to set their own deadline on a Kuminga decision, allowing them to get on with their offseason and avoid the disaster of losing their expected free agent signings. Warriors insider Tim Kawakami believes that Golden State should make the bold call of telling Kuminga that they're going to sign the free agents on a specific imminent date, and that he has until then to sign their current contract offer or it gets ripped off the table. Tell Kuminga freaking next Monday, whatever that day is, August 20th, whatever it is. That's when we're doing this. Tell us if we need to, sign you for more money. We can't do that, Kawakami said on the latest episode the Warriors Plus Minus podcast. Doing so would certainly bring the timeline forward, but it also presents a chance that the situation gets even worse. Perhaps it has the intended result of pressuring Kuminga into signing a 2-year, $45 million deal with a second-year team option that doesn't have a no-trade clause. But on the other hand, forcing Kuminga and his camp into a corner could infuriate them into taking the qualifying offer and ensure they take destiny into their own hands as an unrestricted free agent next offseason. Signing the other free agents beforehand could also leave the Warriors vulnerable to the Brooklyn Nets setting up an offer sheet they simply couldn't match, but that would seem very unlikely, particularly given their own restricted free agency situation with Cam Thomas. From a fan's perspective, this idea of setting an imminent deadline would assuredly please many. There would likely be a resolution on the Kuminga situation, while there would finally be the flurry of long-expected moves in the signings of Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton, and others. Whether the Warriors are willing to apply another level of pressure to Kuminga remains to be seen, with a strong chance they'd rather not want to add any more hostility to an already delicate situation. Warriors blockbuster trade pitch lands LeBron James next to Stephen Curry. The Golden State Warriors might have a chance to form the duo that every basketball fan wants to see. Over the past few years, the Warriors have struggled to recapture the lightning in a bottle of their 2022 title run. With a couple of disappointing second-round exits and a play-in loss in the years since, the Warriors have been searching for the perfect roster around Stephen Curry. While plenty of folks believe the Warriors found the perfect star pairing with Curry by adding Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline last season, Golden State didn't get the chance to reach its full potential as injuries crushed its playoff run. Considering injuries might be a problem regardless, the Warriors might be wise to try and make a massive splash this summer. As suggested by Fantasy Sports on SI Stan Angel, Golden State could make a deal for LeBron James. Warriors receive LeBron James, Bronny James. Lakers receive Jimmy Butler, 2028 first-round pick. This deal is almost too good to pass up for either side. Although it might be tough for the Lakers to let go of the superstardom that comes with James, Butler would be a more natural fit alongside Luka Doncic. Meanwhile, the Warriors would be smart to do this deal, as James could perfectly complement Curry and fit in seamlessly on the wing and play on the ball more to give the greatest shooter in league history a bit of a lesser load. Although a deal as seismic as this likely won't happen, it's fun to imagine a duo of James and Curry fighting for one last championship on the same team after their classic NBA Finals battles. Tension between Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga escalate in recent reports. The large majority of teams in the NBA have already finished their free agency moves and are looking to move on to the start of the regular season with their rosters set. This isn't the case for the Golden State Warriors. Golden State is yet to make any official signings of free agents this offseason while they continue to work out a plan for restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga. It seems that the 22-year-old is making things hard to get a deal done. Kuminga was originally planned to find a possible sign-and-trade scenario to further his development as a basketball player with a better opportunity. He's made it known that he doesn't want to play under franchise stars like Jimmy Butler and Stephen Curry and wants to make more money somewhere else. Come to find out that Golden State doesn't want to take action on any of Kuminga's aspirations, and the relationship between the franchise and the player is getting dramatic. Clutch Point's Brett Siegel gave an update on the current situation, and Kuminga has continued to make the contract signing process difficult. Kuminga is not budging and continues to passively let it be known he does not wish to return to the Warriors. If he is to be back with Golden State, nobody expects it to be a long-term marriage, and Kuminga will make sure it's on his terms. At least, that's the notion being received as a result of this standoff continuing into mid-August, Siegel wrote on Thursday. Whether Jonathan Kuminga gets his wish or remains with the Golden State Warriors next season remains to be seen, but tensions are running high and teams around the league are taking note of this.